Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 5 day, or week 51 day 5. I just said that in reverse order, fail. But anyways, Brown Day today. We are going to be trying Wrath. Of course, Wrath is the new legendary, or one of the two new legendaries that came in through the most recent kingdom. He's not really worth using on Brown or Yellow Day because Gorgolfa is better, but just for fun, I know this is going to fail. And probably will fail the very first battle, actually, against something like that. But I did want to see what would happen if we go 4 times Skull Spam. We have Wrath for Skull Spam, Glaceon for Skull Spam, Doomclaw for Enrage into Devours, which is still Skull related, and King Bloodhammer for Doom Skull and everything else. So basically, rush Wrath, hope we get alignment, and hope we don't die. That's basically the game plan here. Yeah, probably gonna die, but we'll see what happens. So let's go fail. Wanted to try to see. It's worth a shot. A board like that is definitely going to help us though. So we'll do that. Get our explosions right off the bat. Got Enrage right on first slot too, which is very useful. Grab all those greens. Grab all that red. At least we're getting a lot of mana here. Another red would actually be very useful since we could just use his ability at that point. But we'll go for more brown. Gotta make sure we deny his Corvash as well would be very useful. So taking something like blue right now would actually not be horrible, though if there was a better mana we would want to go for it, but there appears to be no better mana. So we'll take this upwards. He'll be stuck taking a green, which will fall into a brown. You know what? Let me grab that then. Grab that, get full mana. Please tell me we have alignment. Yes, we do. Okay, it's time to get this team rolling like it's supposed to do. And if you could do that every single time, we can really win this. The whole point of this team is exactly what just happened. Is we'll just go absolutely crazy with everything that happens and then just auto win the second we get it going. The problem is getting it going, but yeah, we just won. We just do that. It lags like crazy every single time we do that. Throw like a Glaceon here so we get more explosions. And now we just need to do that 4 more times without dying. And see what our score is. I'm really curious if this team actually can manage that 5 times in a row. I highly doubt it, but that's what we're trying it for. Round 2, Divine team, standard Divine. There isn't anything more standard than that. So let's give it a shot, see what happens. Ubistet's probably going to tear us apart if we don't get up quick enough. Also, hello everyone. Hello William. Hello Zeddicus. Hello Demon or Angel. Hello Questor. Hello JZG. Hello TJ Time Bomb. Hello Danny. Hello Mehmet. Hello everyone else. Welcome. Okay, right off the bat again, we'll want to be taking browns and yellows. Get his mana to full. Take a skull if we see one. Try cascading one. Let's see. He does a lot of damage. This thing is so flimsy compared to a Gorgolfa, unfortunately. Is that alignment? No, it is not. No, it is not. Okay, we'll take that down. See if that makes things any better. Unfortunately, now we can't even take the skull. And we don't have alignment. So it's even worse. Do I still go for it, though? We get a brown. We get another brown. We get a skull. And we get 2 explosions. I don't think that is enough value to bother going for, so we'll move that. He does give us alignment, so we'll go for that. Ideally, that would have been full mana for something other than him. We can go for Glaceon here, and that will be aligned, so we will go for it. Get the Glaceon down. That'll destroy that. Hopefully, we have something to do here. Is this not aligned? It's blue to brown. With all that board... There is no blue to brown that actually lands an extra turn. Or it doesn't seem to be. Where's that cascade down to? Not an extra turn, is it? No. Obviously, we have this and that. That is pretty obvious. I'm just trying to see what our other options are. We also have those blues sitting there, but ideally, I don't want to use it for that. I want to explode them or convert them. How do we still not have alignment? We'll move that down. There we go. Okay, now we can cast them. And get all those blues away. And dead. Wow, this is actually working insanely good right now. Okay, 2 more times. I really am curious. Or 3 more times, my bad. That was only the second battle. Oh no, another freeze. Oh, we might have to go and use something else. It's Farge Troll. I can't undo his Entangle. Freeze is bad enough, but I can't undo the Entangle. I could try it, but it's... We can technically Doomskull him so hard that it won't matter. I guess we'll try it. We'll keep doing it until we lose. Though this is probably the one we'll lose on, if that is the case. Okay, board's already pretty bad, but we'll move that. Grab all of our manas. Oh, full mana already. That's a good sign, at least. If we can get rolling before he does anything, that's gonna still be good. Big issue here is we don't really have anywhere to move that's worth it. I guess we'll maybe take this purple over. Taking away that doesn't give him one of his core mana, so I don't want to give him that blue. Oh, we cascade it as well. Nice. Okay. Still nothing we can really convert that's worth going for. So we just keep kind of poking mana. We can take double green here. I guess that's worth it. We have a skull chance as well. Try getting a Devour on him, I guess. At this point, might be one of our best bets. Can you do anything with this board? No. So we'll take the purple. Get that down. We have our Devour chance. He doesn't have Enrage, so he doesn't do as much damage, but might still be worth going for. We don't have any extra turns or anything anywhere, so can't even cascade. Actually, we could take a green into a red-brown. That's a lot of mana. I don't actually need the green, but I do need the brown and the red. It's not going to full mana anything, though. But we can't really do anything with our current turn, so I guess it's fine. It might also give us the yellow's alignment that we need, because that's going to drag down all the way over there, which actually gives us alignment for him. So you know what? Oh, no, it doesn't, because we'll move the green over. Might still be worth it, but it's not going to give us the skull alignment we want. I think I still go for it, though. It's a lot of mana. The only big issue is what if this fails, which it almost guarantee is. But we'll still do it. We'll do that. Oh, nice. We got Glaceon. We got everything, actually. Is there... One of these has to have alignment. There's no way not a single one of these is aligned. Let's see. I think it might be none of them. Wow. I guess we waste a turn with our Devour, then, if that's the case. We have brown to blue, yellow to skull, red to doom skull, and yellow to blue. And not a single one of those seemed to work, so we'll try for a Devour on you. And we didn't get a single Devour, of course. What mana do we need to block the most? Technically Dawnbringer, I guess. Take a yellow or something. Maybe take this brown, then he just takes a skull. Oh, no. Gotta make sure he doesn't take a skull. That's actually really important, that he doesn't take a skull. It's one of the reasons I actually don't want to use Glaceon right here, because he's guaranteed going to get a skull, and that's not going to be enough damage to kill him. Hello D, hello Baktron, hello M78, hello Jose, hello Marcelo, welcome everyone. And hello Mehmet, if I didn't already say hi. Hope you all have been enjoying your weekend so far. Okay, I really don't know which way we should do this, actually. Not the slightest clue. I think I'd take a yellow into a purple. Not because it gives us anything, but it clears some of the stuff that we don't really need. Well, technically we do need the yellow. I don't need the purple, though. But I might as well move both just to get more of the board cleared. Or then again, maybe not, because that gives him more chances to get a skull. Maybe we just take the purple and go from there. Oh, no! I need to stop his Dawnbringer. That's the whole reason for actually taking the yellow. So we'll do that. Okay, good. It didn't give him a skull. And we finally have alignment! Yes! Took long enough. Okay. Double check all of our options, but it does look like we go with this. So we'll do that. And that's instantly match. Wow, is that instantly match? The second we cast him, he just 4 times killed the entire enemy team. Good job, Bloodhammer. Okay, on to the next one. Or next two. Oh, we got goblins. Okay, this is probably the one we lose to. It depends what he sirens into. If we can kill Nobbin Brothers, I think we can win. It really depends what Siren does. The whole battle will come down to what will Siren do. Obviously, it'll create brown, so the first move will definitely want to take as many browns off the board as we possibly can. Of course, there's no way to do that. So that also means there's not that many browns to begin with, so I guess that's not too big a deal. I think we just take a yellow question mark. Every yellow gives him blue, though, is the only big issue. I guess I could take a red and try into blue myself. Or the purple that cascades. We could also take this purple and try for a single blue that way. Because there's a higher chance he'll get value out of that. Yeah, I think we just take this purple to the right. It seems like the safest bet. Let him Siren, hope he creates brown and miss, and then go from there. Or we could take a red. I don't know, which one's better, red or purple? Red is closer, purple is Glaceon, though. So... Oh, we could also take, wait, what's yellow to red to blue? How worth it is that? Yellow to red to blue. I don't think that backfires at all. We'll do that. Sweet, okay, we'll do that. He'll create purple, surprisingly. Oh, no. Okay, good, it did attack. If that would have exploded, we would have lost right then and there. Luckily, it did not. Okay, so we still have a chance. We'll take a purple to a purple. I mean, purple to a purple. We'll take, well, actually, that technically could happen. We'll take a brown to a purple to a red. Come on, luck. Wow, that actually happened. Good job. Let's see. Do we take the skull or do we take brown? I think we take the skull. Because we get a lot of mana accumulation off it. Now we take a yellow to a brown, hope it doesn't explode, and as long as it doesn't explode, we win. Though we'd have to get lucky and get it for the second time in a row. Alternatively, we could take a brown to a yellow to a whatever happens out of luck. I think we go with that one. Ah, we didn't get lucky. Oh no! It begins. Okay, it stopped immediately though, luckily. Okay, we should be able to win this. That dies. Oh no. Nothing good has full mana. What do we move? Yeah, we move that one and then cast again. That should be fine. And then we can cast the Glaceon. Hopefully. Glaceon, where's your full mana? We need you! Okay. Alignment. That would also be helpful. And also something we don't have. Move that over. There we go. And how does it still not have alignment? Let's see. I think we still cast it? No. We could go with Skull or Skull. I guess we take the bottom Skull and just hope we clear enough board out of it. Good enough. Ooh, he got a kill. Ow, he got a double kill. No, stop it. He got a triple kill. What is that attack buff doing? Wow, he just got a lot of value. Okay, that's bad. There goes any additional score we just earned. Well then, that hurt. I kind of forgot that one got an attack buff. So even though that first explosion didn't explode, or that first thing didn't explode, it actually just won off the fact that it got the attack buff earlier. So I think we're kind of forced to have to cast this and just hope we get lucky off of whatever happens. Good enough. That's enough to kill, right? Yeah, it is. Barely. Ever so barely, but it did win. I know, just use Gobchomper. I am aware. I'm doing this just to test this entire team. The whole point was to use this team the entire time. But yes, if you're up against goblins on brown or yellow day, all you have to use is 4 times Gobchomper, and you'll auto-win against them. It's the easiest way to 100% win against goblins. Or actually, the best way to 100% against them would be 3 Gobchompers with Hero using Frost Mage starting in a month when we get the Hero class. But yeah, I am aware of it. The whole point of this was to use this team the entire time, though. And we already came this far. We're not stopping now. So one more battle. And as long as you can beat this, it'll have beaten all the teams. So actually, I guess Raph is a little bit more worth using than I thought he was. I kind of thought he wouldn't be worth it. He's still pretty inconsistent. And I don't know if you could realistically actually do 5-0 every single time with it. Because it's really easy for it to backfire, as you saw that battle. But I don't know, so far it's been going decently. I just realized he has brown to red convert. That's just going to be really annoying with this team that we're using right now. But he does give us a lot of red, so thank you for that. Good job, AI. Very good job. Thank you. That made that easy. Never mind, he won't be a threat. That didn't last long. Okay, we'll go into that. He's already dead. Rip. Was that just turn 2 or turn 3? Well, that was quick. Why can't you do that every battle? Like, that's what the team's supposed to do. If you could do that every single time, we'd score like 9,700 or something. But look at that score. That's not too bad for literally losing 3 troops on 4th battle. We almost scored 9,500. So you know what? We'll might try it again next week and see what happens. That's actually like way higher than I thought it would score, especially with how bad it did there. I think it was on track for 9,600 if it wouldn't have lost that badly on the one. But yeah, we might give it another shot in 3 weeks. We'll see. Yeah, that was what Raph can do in that game mode. You technically don't need the Mythic there. I just kind of put it there because it thematically fits with the team. It also makes it so we cover every color. But the only thing this was really doing was giving us Enrages. We didn't get a single Devour off it, and the damage is just barely even relevant. Raph is just there for the double convert plus the explodes every single skull. Glaceon is really tanky and just does a lot of damage and still has that double convert, one of them being Doom Skulls. And of course, Bloodhammers for the Doom Storm and for the more Doom Skulls. And that's pretty much the whole team. And we just set it to double brown. But yeah, it went through decently. Okay, well that's that. Did we do dungeons already? Yeah, I did pretty much everything else we need to do other than our dailies. I still need to go do the class event video. We'll be doing that soon. Soon, TM. I was waiting for the weapon, I guess at this point where we won't be doing it with a weapon. Poor weapon. It's still unobtainable. Even if we buy that, it's still unobtainable. I think they're fixing that on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, let's just do some PvP, I guess. Go switch back over to, I guess Divine. Why not? The other Divine, not the Divine, the Divinia Ketris Divine team. Also, hello, Avalone. Welcome. A person in your guild missed yesterday's battle. Do you have to use green team 5 times then, and a brown team 5 times in today's battles to complete the 10 battles? You have to do whatever color it says on the little thingy. You can tell by whatever the little banner is. There's like a little banner thing if you go look in Guild Wars. I'll go show it in a second. And whatever that color is what you have to use. There used to be no indication on that board, but now there is. It's kind of weird how they have it now. At one point, it was a lot more obvious. Right now, it's actually slightly less obvious than it was, but at least it's better than having no indication at all compared to what it was before. But yeah, I'll go show it in a second after this battle. Hopefully he doesn't devour. Oh wait, never mind, he can't. I forgot. He needs to actually get a kill to be able to devour. But we'll go throw that at him. And actually gets a kill. Kills the one, but not you. Okay, we'll go and get our HP. And hit it with a Ketris, I guess. And down it goes. Alright, but yeah, but let me go show that real quick in Guild Wars. So if you're... Hey, an epic ingot. Very nice. I need those almost more than legendary ingots at this point. Maybe even more than mythic ingots. What am I looking for? I'm looking for guilds. Guild Wars. And if you click on attack, whatever color this is right here is what you have to use. So as you can see, it's currently showing brown. So we have to use brown. And that corresponds to every single time. You can also just match up the guild name. So see what guild it says here. Or see what guild it says here. And then just match up that to whatever color is over here. And as you can see, it's brown. But you can also just see that that is brown. So if you can't really tell what color that is, you could just go over to here. And then it's a little bit more obvious. But yeah, that's the current way that you check it. But yeah, it just has a little thing here. It used to show a gem, like it would show the brown gem or the blue gem or whatever it was. But now they just have this little banner in the background where it just colors it in that color. Which, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot harder to tell what color it's supposed to be by that. It doesn't even say the name, so if you're like colorblind or something, it's a lot harder to tell. It does show the name here though. So technically the easiest way to do it would be check the name, check the thing, use that color. Then after you do the next 5 battles, check the name again, check the color, and keep doing it that way. It always goes in order though. So if you didn't do the battles all week and you're coming in on like Sunday, it'll always be in this whatever order they're in. So it always goes to 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, regardless of what day you do it on. But yeah, that's how you check it. How is the weapon purchase not available? It is available. It's just you don't obtain the weapon. The weapon that you get from it just doesn't give it to you. I think it's not in the game or something. I don't know. Something weird. But as you see, it's not here. It's called something soul. I forget exactly. But as you can see, it's not here. It just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist for whatever reason. But yeah, regardless of what way you obtain it, it is impossible to get the new weapon at this current moment in time. You'll be, if you already earned it though, you will get it probably on Monday, just automatically, once they fix it. And I would assume they would have some kind of compensation for everyone, since that's a pretty big glitch that they've released a new hero class and then the weapon's not even available, especially for whoever actually paid gems to get it immediately. Okay, let's go and what do we do about this? Do we throw a Ketris? I guess we'll throw a Ketris. We'll go do that. Go get a explosion on everything. Do we have convert? No, not worth it. Let's just go kill first slot, get that down. Go throw another Ketris on that, get a nice explosion, go from there. See what we have here, just go for the explosion. Go and... Why do you not get full? Okay, we'll go and... What's the backup plan? Just we'll throw that down. See if that gives us Ketris, and it does, but I have no way to get rid of those barriers. That's one of the bad things about using Ketris. You don't have any... Unless your hero has Dispel, there's not really a good way to get rid of all these barriers. So we'll go explode again, kill that out. And I guess we'll throw our pokes at first slot, since we should be able to Ketris kill the summoner on our follow-up damage. So we'll do that. Get a bunch of extra mana. Still not enough, though. Go for our explosion. Still not enough. There we go. We cascaded it off a gigantic cascade. And he is still alive. What are you doing? Secure. Oh, that's not the one I meant to cast. Luckily, it still made our turn. We'll go for that one. Then we throw Ketris at that, and we'll give it a go. But that took a lot longer than it needed to. But it still went down in the end. We will get... also, hello, Traylin. Welcome. We will get one more patch before 2019. 2 more patches. There should be another one in October, kind of, hopefully. Like mid-October, late October, early November. And we should get another one in mid-December. But yeah, there should be 2 more patches this year. 4.1 and 4.2, most likely. I don't know exactly what they're going to name it, but yeah, there should be 2 patches. Both of them will be bringing in some guild improvements. As far as that, we don't really know anything else that they're going to be bringing in other than some guild improvements. Maybe guild rework, maybe guild seal rework, maybe some other things, we don't know. But I know some guild war fixes are planned before the end of the year, as well as going into slightly into next year. okay. He almost just got full mana for that. That's pretty sad. He's actually going to escape because we can't get a quick enough start against him. Hopefully that skull distracts him. No, it does not. At least we didn't die to that. Okay, we need so much HP right now. And damage and everything. So we need to go kill the thing so it doesn't escape. Get that down. Kill Ketris next. So much so, I think I'm almost going to throw this thing at it just so it doesn't get a kill. As I say that, he's about to get a kill. Yep, he gets a double kill. Okay, we still have the 2 core troops we need, though, so we should be able to win off of that. We'll take that. He throws, we're dead. Okay. Well then, we'll go move that over. Yeah, the problem with barrier. Problem with this team in barrier. Move that over. Also, Ketris loses a lot of value as he starts taking damage, which we're about to start taking. What else do we move here? I need to hope for a green. Didn't get it, though. He has Ketris. That's not enough to kill, but it does reduce our damage. We'll go take a green. Throw a Ketris right there. I don't think it's enough damage now, though. No, it's definitely not after that skull hit. It's definitely not after we're dead. Well, then. Oh, well. Next patch, 5.0. No. It's going to be 4.0 and then 4.1 and 4.2 most likely. They're not going to skip that many that quick already. What team do you recommend for a mid to late? Hey, we got a gnome again. Oh yeah, someone was mentioning to me, as long as the screen doesn't occur, that one, oh, what's it called? That one, as long as you stay on the screen and you don't repick and you don't have that one defend thing trigger, it'll actually always give you a gnome. And you can also do that to repick your gnome. I never even realized that, but someone did bring that to my attention earlier. There we go. Let's go and buff this up a little bit higher. Throw it at you. And see what we need from there. Okay, that's not kill, so we'll use the Divine for that. Just to secure the kill. Take the yellow over. Grab all that. Throw Ketris. Kill the first lot with it. And then we just have to deal with the annoying Divine Ishpala. And we get the full mana by doing that. Then we just can go throw a another explosion down. And then throw the Ketris at it. And that'll be that. There we go. Oh, sorry. I read your question and didn't even answer it. What do you recommend for a mid... Oh, we got a nice pet. For a mid to late player without a lot of mythics for Yellow Day tomorrow. What legends do you have? You could build one around Divinia and run it into a Gorgoltha team. Gorgoltha, Divinia, something, something. Could end up working out okay. As far as big yellows, there's not too many as far as damage sources. Most of the good damaging yellows are legends and mythics, for the most part. There's a gigantic lack of damage. Cockatrice is a great alternative if you don't have Gorgoltha. Divine Ishpala used to be good, but now it doesn't have Cleanse, so you kind of just want to stick with Divinia. A lot safer. Dragonian Monk is pretty good for protection if you need it. Let's see. Forest Guardian plus Divine Ishpala is still very strong if you have both of them. Even though Divine Ishpala is slightly weaker, it's still really good. The combination of the two. If you had no other damage source, Garud is good. If you had no other damage source, Mass Goblin Rockets are good, or even just putting one into your team. Gorgoltha is a really excessively good tank. Green Seer if you wanted green. Herdmaster if you wanted cleanse and wanted something even cheaper. Hellcat if you need a lot of red. I don't think you can get away with Humility. You would need a green. You would need more yellow, so never mind. Don't use Humility. If you have Inferno King laying around, he'd be okay to throw in there. What other ones would be okay? Knight Coronet if you're early on in the game and don't have any other options. Same as Lion Prince early on in the game. Moneylender if you wanted to go create reds and you had something to actually create the gold for it. Though you could just use Hellcat, of course. And that's about it. Pengalong, if you really had no other option, is a good AoE for early game. And that's most of your options that are low rarity. Oh, Sir Guild Wars. He's an epic that does 1 to 3 summons 100% of the time. So he's really good for accumulating more troops onto your team. And that's about it. Maybe Great Maul. Normally the way that you build it, if you have some of the bigger troops, is you just use Wardbreaker. That's one of the easiest ways to build around basically any Yellow Day. Just put a Wardbreaker in it, and then you auto-win basically every single time. Or Infernus. Wardbreaker and Infernus are like the two absolute best things you could ever put into a Yellow Day. Actually, what are we using for Yellow Day these days? I think I might need a revamp because of the Infernus nerf. Because I believe I'm still using an Infernus-oriented team. Yes I am. I'm using Divinia, Infernus, Ubistet, Divine Ishbala. 3 of the 4 troops on that team have been nerfed. Yeah, I might need to reconsider myself. I can't throw catchers or something either. I guess we might go down the World Breaker route then. And do Gorgolfa World Breaker and win that way. I think that's going to be a lot more consistent now that we can't really use basically that entire team. 3 out of 4 of those troops have been nerfed, so... Yeah, I think we do go and maybe we'll use it once just to kind of see how it fends nerfed. But the game plan probably is to switch it to a World Breaker team then. Good evening, Data. Fastest way to level a class. 2 quick ways to level a hero class. One is to go do Explore with your hero class in your team, doing literally anything. Generally something like a Sunbird spam team, like Sunbird Firebomb, with your hero on it with one other troop. Tends to work out pretty quick. You can use Forest Guardian or Rowan or a just whatever the event troop is to get more resources, and you can use any of that. Other than that, other things that you might want to use are that's basically the main thing. But I mean, the other method would be to go into casual PvP, only fight 4 times Firebomb, and use that greed team I've been using on it. Either of those 2 methods would give you the quickest HP rate in the game. Technically, Explore is quicker, but you get a lot more resources from doing the PvP method. But it would technically be the quickest HP just to do Explore. We were doing that some on Friday. We were spamming Explore to try to get the weapon. It's also the quickest way to actually get hero HP itself as well, not just wins. You have Word Breaker but no Infernus? Oh, okay. Then you can go Gorgolfa, Ward Breaker, or you could go Gorgolfa, Hellcat, Ward Breaker, and 1 other troop. And that would be your team then. And a smash. Will 4.0 bring new gnomes? I don't believe so. I think it's the same gnomes it's always been. There are more gnomes coming in the future, but I don't believe next patch is doing that. I'm pretty sure, though I'm not 100% certain on that. Okay, we're gonna move that over. They haven't been making any mention of the gnomes, so I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, what do we need here? We'll go take, we'll go for purple or something. But yeah, 4.0 should be this Monday. In the next, like, 2 days or so. 2-3 days. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but if that is indeed the thing, then it will be. But yeah, it's very likely that it's coming in the next few days. Like, excessively likely. Yeah, we'll throw that at you. It's not enough to kill a single thing, but it's still a lot of damage. Only problem with this team, though, we don't have an AoE, do we? We don't have any good way to pick those off. Well, actually, you shouldn't say that. We technically have the weapon, but the problem is we actually need the mana. If we don't have the mana, we can't use the weapon. We'll go use this for it. Go get our mana we need. Hopefully that's full. Yes, good. He gets Divine Protector before we use Divine Protector. That's a little annoying. We'll go and throw that on him. Go for the other one. Probably throw a Petrus at it before he kills us. Good. That at you. Double kill. And 1 more hit will do it. So we just throw this into any attack. And I'll kill it out. Hopefully. Yeah, Salty already did her preview thingy. She did it last week, and she's previewing the new Mythic tomorrow. The one that's going to be the new meta starting next patch. Or starting, well, when it gets released this Friday. And we'll be able to use it for delves and everything, too, which would be kind of funny. Hello, Vangor. Welcome. Yeah, I know. I probably am giving too much credit to the nerf. They're still ridiculously strong. And the team I was using for, I don't know, maybe we'll use it for the entire day tomorrow and just see how it works post-nerf. Because we have to keep in mind, too, even though the Divine team is nerfed, so are every other Divine team. So if it's a Divine team up against a Divine team, there really isn't any difference. Okay, we'll go and get Divinia there. Go through a... what do we even need? Which one do I want? I guess we throw you at the Paladin. Definitely secure to kill. And why am I doing it that way? I'm like hitting it in such a weird way because I wanted to kill the Paladin. I just really wanted that Paladin kill for whatever reason. I was just like looking at him like, okay, he has attack. I should probably go, or you know, he needs more attack off of armor. I should probably go deal with that armor. But in doing so, I kind of made this battle really weird now. Okay, let's go and Take that. That'll get rid of his barrier. We'll go poke him twice, and then just poke the other one, and that'll be match. So we'll do that. Throw a Ketris at it. If we have skulls, I'll do it. Why not? Move that over. Throw that at him. And dead. Here, have a Ketris. Do you think they will nerf explosions in 4.0? I think they might. Explosions are getting a new purpose in 4.0. There's going to be block tiles in 4.0. They're a mechanic that existed in Puzzle Quest as well. They're basically bringing every mechanic from Puzzle Quest, it feels like, into Gems of War. But block tiles will be brought in via the dungeons. And basically what those things do is they basically are just null tiles that kind of get in the way of everything. Kind of like what a vault are, basically. It's essentially like having vaults on the board, where they just are unmovable and can't do anything. The way you get them off the board is you explode them. So with that being said, explosions are going to be really good, because I don't even think Destroy works on them. Actually, I didn't even bother trying that. I don't believe it does. I believe Explosion is the only way. But if that is the case, Explosions just got a whole new purpose on top of what they already do. So it would kind of make sense if they're giving Explosion a new purpose, that they would slightly nerf it. But yeah, they might nerf it to 50%. We'll have to see. It definitely seems like something they might do. What do we get? 1 event key, not too bad. We're actually starting to get too many event keys, though. I almost need gem keys more than I even need event keys these days. Even though event keys cost more. Also, let me go do the pet before I forget. We still have 50 minutes on that. How many more copies do we need? We still need 11 more. This is for the event next week as well. Hey, we're still using the Divine team here. I guess we'll still keep using it. Struggling through Guild Wars? What are you currently using? Guild Wars can get pretty hard towards later in the game. And actually earlier on in the game, it's actually ridiculously hard because you keep fighting people who are like maxed out, yet you have like nothing to use. Like on my Let's Play account, I'm pretty sure I'm not even participating in Guild Wars. I might do it some for raids and evasions, but as far as Guild Wars itself, I'm probably just going to skip over. And hopefully my guild won't mind, because it is ridiculously hard on a low-level account to actually do Guild Wars. And there's no real value in it as a newer player. Whereas raids and evasions still have at least some amount of value as a newer player, because those lower tier rewards are still good. Plus, to even claim the rewards in raids, you actually have to complete out the first 2 sets of battles. You have to make it all the way to the boss before you actually get any of the rewards that your guild earns. Whereas in invasions, you don't have to do anything and you still gain all the rewards that your guild earns. Okay, let's go take a brown over, get an Infernus in there. Is Delves, or in Delves, it's worth rush the boss or clear all rooms. So, wait. Yeah, you would do all the rooms. There would be no point in ever just rushing it. The only time you would ever just rush it is if you don't have the time on a given day to not do the battles. And even then, you could still stall some of the battles by allocating them towards a delve. Basically, you can use a delve map and then not start it. Well, basically, just start it and then don't do anything else. Just spend like 30 seconds, start the delve, and then just leave it there. And you can then do the delve tomorrow, and it doesn't count as one of your 3 for the following day. So you can kind of stall a couple of your delves that way. You won't be able to do that too much initially, but once they start bringing in a lot of delves, that'll be a lot more viable of a method to use. Of course, we only start off with 2. But other than that, yeah, you do pretty much, if you have the time, you definitely want to do literally every room of every delve. It's just better that way. Do keep in mind though, if your team's starting to die out, you're probably going to want to rush the end, because you do want to make sure you win every single delve. That is really important. So if you feel like you're going to lose one, it might be better just to rush it actually. So yeah, actually I guess there is some strategy in just rushing it down. But you do get a lot more reward if you do every room. It just takes slightly longer. This weapon can be replaced. The one I'm using right now, yes, you can use Mercy instead of Hero using this weapon. Another way to replace this weapon is if you replace out Ubistet with Mountain Crusher, and then you replace out Hero with Mercy, then you can also do it that way if you still want to use your Hero. But if you don't care about not using Hero, all you do is just replace that with Mercy. Okay, let's go throw a Infernus down. Go for that. Go get a nice little tap here if we can. Maybe get another Infernus as a follow-up. Actually, we'll get Ubistet here. That'll double kill. Those two out. Throw an Infernus. He's going to Succubus, but it's not going to really do much. He'll die to burn, and that'll be that. And there we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He survived with a little summon thing. Really? That's not good. Now we need to go take like 5 turns just to go kill him now. Do you fight harder battles if you are in the #1 spot, Paragon and Guild Wars? No, they're the exact same fights. The way that fights always go, if anything, your battles are actually easier as a Paragon because you have higher stats. Oddly enough. But the way that fights work in PvP, I mean in Guild Wars, is, let me go take my tribute real quick. A 9, not too bad. Still below average, I think. But the way that the fights go is regardless of which position you're in, the first fight will be someone from the soldier area. The next fight will be someone in your vanguard area, or, you know, the enemy's vanguard. Then you would fight someone from the herald. Then you'd fight someone from their champion. And assuming you won all 4 of the previous battle, then you would always fight the Paragon. But no, it doesn't matter. You being a Paragon or champion or anything like that has no effect on what you fight. It'll always just be a random one from the soldier, then the vanguard, and so on and so forth until the end. But as I mentioned, yeah, it's technically actually easier if you're a Paragon or champion, oddly enough, or herald. The higher you are, the easier it is, as weird as that may be, because the higher you are, the more stats you end up getting, as you can see here. But, yeah, it's kind of weird that way. So if anything, the higher you are, the easier it is. It's kind of weird, but that is how it is. Anyways, what were we doing? We were doing the pet. Let's go finish that. Pet time. 3 more to go. Is it worth it to create Ketris? Probably not. It is good. It's not so good that I would say it's a high priority to get first. It's still probably like the 5th thing you craft, approximately. It's definitely not one of the higher priorities. It's nice to have, it's just very rarely used. And there's more mythics that are going to be coming in the future that would easily replace it, like the next one coming next Friday. And it's kind of dated and probably won't be reworked anytime soon, if ever. Though there is one thing that could make it really viable. If they ever give Tauruses a half-mana start, there's a lot of really okay Tauruses that could potentially have synergy in the future, but they currently don't. But if they ever did have synergy, Ketris would definitely be used on those kind of teams. But the hero class probably isn't coming for a while, nor is something that actually makes it viable, so we still have a good while before it's actually going to be really, really good. But other than that, you can use it with Divinia, and it's kind of like a Ubistet. Okay, let's go and grab, take a brown to purple, take a red. Do we have a cascade for that? No, we do not, so we'll just go take a yellow to a red. Perfect. Every single time I said that, we actually got it today. Okay, we'll go, well, I guess we'll poke the Infernus. I want to make sure Ubistet hits that one if we can, just so that if he revives, we get it, and he doesn't. Oops, I could have taken both those extra turns, oh well. Throw an Infernus at it. If anything, he takes it quicker than what we can. But waste less time. Throw it out on the Heralds. Hopefully get another hit down. And sure, we'll just throw that. And almost dead. 1 skull will do it if he gives it to us or not. We'll take a red, take another red, take a 3rd red, or yellow, that works. And dead. Next Kingdom event. What do you mean by that? Next Kingdom is Broken Spire next week. It's actually the pet we're getting right now, a Broken Spire pet. But, yeah, next week's Broken Spire. And in Broken Spire, you'll be able to get Infernus from the event key drop table, which some people were saving for. I don't know if it'd really be that worth going for. It's still one of the better things in the game as far as things to get. The biggest issue with it is don't overspend on it. After you have every single legend upgraded to Mythic in that kingdom, you probably want to stop. Because going any further than that, you're wasting basically every event key you have. But yeah, Infernus is technically in the raid drop table and the event key drop table. So do keep that in mind for both of them. Though the chance of getting it off of event key or the raid drop table is approximately 1 in 1,000. So it's very unlikely that it would occur, but it is possible. Alright, move that over, get an Furnace. 1 HP, luckily dies to explosion, and down it goes. Oh, come on, we gotta get that level. We're so close to that level, we can't not get it. Okay, we got 2 Infernuses, we still need 9 more copies. Let's see. But yeah, let's go get that level. It's gonna take us like 2 battles. Let's go use the Greed team real quick. What's the next new class? The next new class is Frost Mage. It's gonna be the best freezer in the entire game. It's gonna be really good against goblins because it can actually freeze them. Or it basically makes them freeze themselves. Not only does Ice Mage have a freeze at the start of battle like this hero class does, it also has a freeze every single time the enemy casts. So if a goblin team starts spamming, you'll have a way to anti-spam them by simply having a 25% chance to freeze them every single time they cast. So that's going to be really, really good hard counter to every infinite loop in the entire game. So it's actually going to be one of the best hero classes, if not the best hero class. It's even going to be better than Titan. Not in all instances, but definitely in some instances. Titan's still going to be the better first slot, but Frost Mage will be the better second and third and fourth slot, particularly third and fourth. Because it'll have a half mana start off of Arcane. It'll have 20% spell reduction off of Arcane. It'll have a couple different storms that it could use. It will have freeze at the start of battle to an enemy. It will have freeze at 25% chance every single time they do their thing. It gains 1 magic every single time you extra turn. It gains... what else does it have? I think there was one other thing. Oh, and it has explosion every single time you take an extra turn on a yellow. So it has all that going for it, which is really, really good. It's going to be the best or second best hero class in the game once it gets added. Only behind Titan. And sometimes better than Titan. Yes, it will be for Glacial Peak. It is a Glacial Peak elemental class. It's also pretty relevant that it counts as elemental, because it does have Storm Tree, which is really good with elemental, and it's going to be really good with Infernus. Also, I just realized I'm trying to use this against a... I didn't even realize our battle. I was just playing it out, not even paying attention. I'm using Gold Farm team against a legitimate team. Whoops. That's not what you're supposed to do. Next class event is on the 28th of next month, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, 28th of this month. I forgot. September already. I forgot. Today's the first day of September. Also, the calendar this month is horrible. All it is pet food. Though I guess it's a good day to make, or a good month to go make a new account, because I guess pet food's good on a new account, kind of. Let's see. Let's go and move that down. I feel like my new account will have, like, no pets whatsoever, though. I don't think I'm really going to bother much with them, because it's not going to have too much time to actually get it. Because, of course, most of my time would still be on my main account. Like, whenever I'm idling. Yep, we finally got that level. All into purple. You'll be saving all your keys till Friday. Will Infernus still be in the event key drop table? Or the new mythic? Infernus will be in the event key drop table all next week. And that includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even once the new mythic is in. The event key drop table never drops anything other than what is from the kingdom. So since the kingdom is Broken Spire, it'll keep doing Broken Spire. Even when there's a... even when there's an event that says otherwise. Or, you know, that does it for other stuff. But yeah, if you read the new mythic, it says it only affects Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests, which is not event keys. Event keys always stays whatever event keys are. And that's Broken Spire for next week, which is Infernus all next week. So you have until Sunday to use event keys for Infernus if you're going to try to get them. Okay, we'll go and we'll throw our Ketris right there. Throw our Explosion. He'll die. Throw the other Ketris. And then it goes. Yeah, I know. The monthly rewards are actually really pitiful. It's actually the worst monthly rewards they've ever given this month. Ever. There has never been a worse month than this month right here. Because all the better rewards are useless. It's just pet food. There's no need to ever have excess pet food. The only rewards that are still good out of this month is the gem key on the all these and the orb at the end, and that's it. Every other reward is basically useless. And I guess the glory keys could be considered okay. But the glory keys, the gem keys, and the orb, that's it. Everything else is completely useless, so that's really not that many good rewards this time around. We still get the, I guess, the gems from that and stuff, but still, it's pretty pitiful, unfortunately. Anyways, let's go back to PvP. Sure, we'll go with this one. Why not? Will the event keys be the way to get the new mythic next week? No. There's a 0% chance to get the new mythic from event keys next week. You can only get it from Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests on Friday through the entire week, all the way until the following Friday. But that won't be until next Friday. Okay, we'll go and we'll throw it in again. I want to try one-shotting it so it doesn't get any chance to do any casts. Please don't get full mana. Oh, good, you're frozen. Ha! That's what you get. Okay, let's go throw a Ketris at you. Skill. Go for another explosion. Throw it at last slot. Do something to deal with you soon. And go from there. Okay, let's go and just get rid of your barrier because we're going to need to deal with you in a second. Go and throw this on last slot. That should double kill. Nice. Oh, you didn't die! What are you doing? We're going to get that explosion down. Get all of our mana somehow. Keep getting our mana. Throw Ketris at you and then do anything to kill you. And that'll be that. He hits us for that ridiculously small poke. And no, he gained barrier. What are you doing? Let me go get that back up. Throw this down and once he does whatever. And all we have to do now is just touch it and it'll die with our 230 HP. And there we go. How often are new factions going to be added to the game? About one per month. Forever is approximately how long? Well, I shouldn't say forever. One per month for the next 2 years, approximately. Yeah, about that many. One per month for the next 2 years. Or approximately one per month. It won't be exactly one per month. It might be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. But somewhere's around approximately 1 month intervals. And they're probably going to add a few dozen. Like anywhere from about 20 to 30 factions. Maybe even more. They haven't really confirmed how many they're doing yet. I believe there's going to be one per kingdom. So if they are going to do that, then there's going to be, what, 34 factions? I forget how many kingdoms there are. Or is there 34? I think there's 34 kingdoms. So there's probably going to be 34 factions eventually. And at one per month, that's going to take them a little over 2 years to do that. And they still might add more kingdoms in that time as well. They might be still at about 1 kingdom per year, approximately. Because they're not done adding kingdoms, they're just not adding one anytime soon. But they might eventually still consider adding one in the future. They're not going to be brought in as much as they are now, which is once every like 3 to 4 months, or more like 2 to 3 months actually. Is about the interval of kingdoms, but now it's going to be like one every year or so, if even that. Oh, I just realized I was setting that up for trying to kill it off of that slot, but I can't because he has stealthy. The anti-Ketris in 3rd slot. It's always so annoying. Very, very few teams bother running stealthy in the locations we actually need to hit in, but he was. He was one step ahead of us and dead. If Ketris ever became meta, everyone's going to be running the stealthies there. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know, and I'll make sure to go over them. Okay, let's go grab our yellow, go get that for Divinia. Still not full mana, but oh well. We'll go drop a blue to a skull. Go get ourselves some, I'll take purple, why not? Go to that. Go take ourselves some reds or something. Maybe a blue to a red. Sounds good. See if we can get a Divinia going just to get a bunch of mana. Well, we're entangled on there, but we can easily cleanse it off of that. Get that rolling, see if we can get a Ketris. Is it worth it? Kind of. We'll still throw it. Do that on you, get the kill. Throw this onto the Divinia because it's Divinia. Hopefully get the kill off the Ketris immediately after because it's going to be annoying if we don't. Come on, it's so close to death. It's going to get so much value out of it not being dead yet. There we go. He even has barrier right now. How annoying is that? What do we do about that? I guess we take a yellow. I could have actually threw the weapon and hope it would have landed, I guess. Well, too late on that. Let's go throw, oh, still can do that. We can do that there. Try getting at least one kill going. One less thing for him to buff. Is there any way we can kill that now? Does this have alignment? Oh, even if it did, we're just gonna get frozen. This doesn't have immune to freeze, so we get frozen immediately. Wait, what? Oh, we do have immune to freeze. I forgot. We actually do have immune to freeze. Our second trait on this hero class gives us immune to freeze. I completely forgot that's a thing. I forgot to take a skull. Oops. Okay, well, all we have to do is hit one skull and dead. Hello, Blade. Welcome. New map, faction, and delves. Yep, that's pretty much a good majority of next patch. A new map, factions, and delves. That is like 80 to 90% of what next patch is. Okay, let's go and move that. Go get some gold. Let him firebomb a billion times. I'm good to go. Get like 3,000 something gold. Stop taking moves. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's fine. If you keep taking extra turns, that's fine. And claim our gold. How much is that? That's 4,210. And we're not even on Warlord 4. We're just doing normal PvP at the moment. And that would be even higher if we got a revenge. How do you get the 5 pets for the color? They're going to be coming in next patch, and they will be obtained just how you gain any pet. You'll just randomly find a pet gnome. That pet gnome could randomly be the pet, and then you get it. It's the same way that you accumulate literally every other pet in the game. The only 2 pets that are coming next patch that are not obtained by normal means are the 2 delve pets corresponding to their respective delve. To their respective faction. And those 2 delve pets will only be obtained through renown from the delve kingdom, or from the delve, I'll say the right thing eventually. From the faction, you will get the delve troop for the faction itself. So, for example, for the Guardians area, the Hall of Guardians, in order to get the Hall of Guardians pets, which ends up giving a bonus to all Hall of Guardian troops, you would need to go and get a certain amount of renown within the Hall of Guardians. And it's a relatively high amount. It's towards the end of the rewards that you end up getting. But once you do that, you'll end up getting yourself a pet and multiple copies of the pet until you get it maxed. And then you'll be able to go and use the pet. But the only way you obtain the faction pet specifically is from faction renown. But the 5 normal ones are just from the normal means. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because they're accessible. It's bad because it's accessible and going to take forever to get the max again. Every single time they ever add a new pet, it's like, okay, it's going to take forever to get this max in the current system of the game. But I really wish they would do something about pets to actually allow you to focus them down, kind of like how you can with the Soul Forge. Like, literally just add them to Soul Forge to some degree. Like, have one of each color pet available to craft with a combination of, like, diamonds and pet food or something, so that we can actually craft them specifically. Because it is so ridiculously hard to max specific pets. That or you have to throw an absurd amount of gems at them if you want to get them maxed. And it's just not worth it compared to all the other things that you could spend gems on. Okay, let's get that down. Dead. Oh, how are you not dead? Now dead. There we go. Can you show a Sunbird Lust team? You saw one on the Mountain Crusher in Divinia, and it was pretty good. Well, what way do you want to build it? There's a couple ways. The cheapest way would be to build Sunbird Double Firebomb Lust, and you just win that way. Okay, let's go do it against a real team. That's good enough. But yeah, let's go into here. Should I save this team? After what it did in Guild Wars today, I'm slightly tempted to save that team. Let's go find a slot that I can actually go replace for now. Lush Charm. Let's go over this one. Let's replace Lush Charm with a different Lush Charm. So let's go replace this with Sunbird Firebombs. And then 2 times Firebomb. You could also put your hero on this if you really want to, like Dawnbringer or something. And change the banner to all-in manas. Where'd it go? It's right there. Okay, and let's see what we can do with this. Hey, throw Firebomb, throw Sunbird, throw Firebomb, throw Sunbird, throw Lust, throw everything. No, I was gonna take that extra turn. Luckily there's another one landing over there, but we'll take that, get our Explosion. That does the charm. We throw a Sunbird, throw Firebomb again, hopefully get full mana again, go from there. And that keeps lusting them, as you can see, does a lot of damage. Throw it down again, get another Lust, which will hit nothing. We already killed them all, never mind. It actually hit them and the damage still counted, so we killed all of them. And that's pretty much what it looks like. It's good against low or to mid stat teams, but against high stats, like if we try throwing against this, we're guaranteed going to lose. It just doesn't have the stability to actually face it. But yeah, it's okay against mid-level stuff. I just wouldn't really use it later in the game. It's just not good enough. I feel like there's no real instance where it would be viable enough to bring out, even though the team does technically work. Lust in general, I feel like just is never worth using. It's too inconsistent and too random. And Charm can reach a point where it does nothing pretty easily. Like if his second slot and his fourth slot was alive, we can't do anything with Charm. Unless we had some way to move his team, but then we'd have to use a whole slot just to make Lust work properly. Okay, we'll get a Divinia down. Go for another Ketris. Oh wow, we actually already got the kill on the other one. Actually, you know what? Let's take the Skull just in case it's not enough damage. And down it goes. But anyways, guys, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll probably be heading off for the night. Slowly wrapping up. But, yeah, tomorrow we'll be going over the Broken Spire stuff. Other than that, Salty, after our stream tomorrow, we'll be going over the new Mythic. Whatever she shows it as will probably be how it gets released, so we'll finally get to see exactly what they might do with it. If it has 8% instant kill, it's going to be ridiculously fun when it first gets released. As far as my current verdict, if it gets released as is, it is definitely worth getting 2 copies of it. Though do keep in mind they could nerf it, and then you can't refund the fact that you tried getting a second copy. So do keep that in mind, but I probably am this Friday. Assuming it's exactly as is, or just pretty much exactly as is, I will be trying to craft 2 of it. It'll be the first Mythic in about like a year and a half where it's actually worth getting multiple. Well, I guess technically Ubistet was, but not counting Ubistets. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. How does AI luck work? That's hard to really explain. That's not something I can really explain. And if I was to, it would take way too long. But, yeah, I don't know what to really say about that. There really isn't any kind of luck with it. They have like a combo breaker thing, but it's a lot less effective than it was in the past. As a lot less effective as in it's more favorable to the player than it is to the AI. If anything, the inverse is actually added to the game, where they have it more so negative against the AI and positive for the player itself. But, yeah. They've pretty much been trying to fix that since day one. And they've went through a lot of different systems. And there's no real definitive way to, like, define at any given time, because they're always tweaking it here and there. What banner did you get to use for your Guild War team, please? Which one? The one I went all brown on? It was just double brown. It's just a double brown banner from KZL. Nothing special. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming down. Also, hello, Medieval, if I didn't already say hi. As well as goodbye. Really hope they fix the taking 2 turns by the AI at once. You lost a Guild War battle because of it. Yes, that happens normally whenever the traits are still being activated on the opposing team and you take a turn. That's generally when that happens. It most commonly occurs on the very first turn, though it can occur at some other instance based on some other traits. But that's the main thing that ends up triggering it. And there are several glitches related to that. They're fixing some of them next patch. I don't know if they're fixing all of them. But we are getting several bug fixes next patch, so hopefully most of that will be cleared out. Though whenever they do add bug fixes, they normally just add more bugs. So we'll see exactly what the current state will be once the actual official patch comes out. But yeah, do make sure, if you see anything once 4.0 gets released, make sure to report it. Because hopefully it'll get finally fixed in 4.1, if it's still around. But I believe they did fix out most of those kind of glitches that can soft lock the game. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming down. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming down. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. And 4.0, hopefully on Monday, which will be a lot of fun if it does. We'll be covering it in great detail, how to delve, how to build teams for it, how to use the resources properly, how to not waste the resources properly, and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. I'll see you later. Enjoy the weekends, and goodbye, everyone.